Before humanity launched its first satellite, the space around Earth was supposed to be empty. No space stations, no communications satellites, no machines silently circling above our planet. But hidden inside astronomical photographs taken more than 70 years ago are strange points of light that appeared for only a moment and then vanished. Some researchers believe they could have been reflections from objects near Earth. But if these objects were real, one disturbing question remains. What was orbiting our planet before the space age had even begun? On October 4th, 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1, the first artificial satellite in history. Its simple radio signal marked the beginning of the space age. From that moment, the space around Earth would slowly fill with satellites, rocket stages, and fragments of human technology. Today, flashes in the night sky can often be explained by sunlight reflecting from one of these objects. But the photographs at the center of this mystery were taken years before Sputnik, at a time when no known human-made satellite existed in orbit. During the 1950s, astronomers at Palomar Observatory in California were creating one of the most detailed maps of the northern sky. Instead of digital cameras, they used large glass plates covered with light-sensitive material. For nearly an hour, each plate collected light from stars, galaxies, and anything else that crossed the telescope's field of view. Decades later, these plates were scanned and converted into digital images. They became a photographic time capsule, preserving the appearance of the sky before thousands of satellites transformed the space around Earth. One photograph was especially strange. On April 12, 1950, a red-sensitive Palomar plate captured 9 point-like sources inside a small region of the sky. They were not visible on a blue photograph taken approximately 30 minutes earlier. 6 days later, another photograph of the same region showed nothing. Modern, much more sensitive surveys also found no obvious objects at those locations. 9 lights had apparently appeared during a single exposure and then disappeared from the sky. Astronomers call short-lived sources like these transients. Most transients have natural explanations. A star may suddenly flare. A distant star may explode as a supernova. An asteroid may cross the image. A meteor may briefly reflect sunlight. But 9 sources appearing close together during the same exposure are more difficult to explain. They could still be photographic defects, contamination, or damage created while the plates were copied and scanned. Yet researchers also considered a much stranger possibility. What if these were brief reflections from real objects moving through space near Earth? Modern satellites do not always appear as steady points of light. A flat or polished surface can briefly align with the sun and reflect a powerful beam toward an observer on Earth. For only a fraction of a second, an otherwise invisible object can become brighter than the surrounding stars. Then, as the object rotates, the reflection disappears. This phenomenon is known as a satellite glint. The 9 Palomar sources could theoretically resemble short glints from reflective objects near a high Earth orbit. But in 1950, humanity had not yet placed anything there. The discovery became part of a wider research effort known as VASCO, the Vanishing and Appearing Sources During a Century of Observations project. Its goal is to compare historical photographs with modern sky surveys and search for objects that have appeared, disappeared, or dramatically changed. Most candidates eventually receive ordinary explanations. Some are stars with large motion. Others are image defects or objects that were simply too faint for later observations. But a small number remain interesting enough for further investigation. And the old Palomar plates offer one major advantage. They show the sky before known artificial satellites. Researchers proposed a clever way to test whether some flashes could come from reflective objects. They looked toward the shadow of Earth. An object illuminated by the sun can produce a visible glint, but after entering Earth's shadow, direct sunlight disappears, and so should the reflection. Some analyses reported fewer transient sources inside the region where Earth's shadow would fall at high orbital distances. If correct, that pattern could suggest that at least some flashes depended on sunlight. But this was a statistical result, not a photograph of a spacecraft entering the shadow. In 2025, another study compared the Palomar transients with dates of atmospheric nuclear tests and historical UFO reports, now commonly called UAP, or Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena. The researchers reported statistical associations between these events. They found more transients around some nuclear test dates and a small relationship between the number of transients and reported UAP sightings. But correlation is not proof. The results do not demonstrate that UFO reports and the mysterious lights had the same origin, and they certainly do not prove that extraterrestrial spacecraft were observing Earth. Other scientists argue that the mystery may exist inside the photographs themselves. The original Palomar images were recorded on glass negatives. Copies were later produced and scanned, creating several opportunities for defects to appear. An independent examination found that the 9 famous sources looked sharper than normal stars. A computer classification also identified them as likely spurious images. The researchers proposed that tiny holes or imperfections in the photographic emulsion could produce false star-like points. If so, the mysterious objects may never have existed in the sky at all. The debate has continued. A 2026 critical analysis argued that the datasets contained stars, scanning artifacts, and plate defects. Its authors also reported that they could not confirm the proposed deficit of objects inside Earth's shadow after changing the statistical method. VAROL and her colleagues responded that the critics had reduced the dataset too aggressively, leaving too little information for a reliable shadow test. They argued that the criticism did not invalidate their main results. For now, neither side has produced an answer accepted by everyone. These photographs are not proof of alien spacecraft. They may show natural astronomical events. They may be imperfections created more than 70 years ago. Or perhaps a small number recorded something real moving through the space near Earth. The only responsible answer is that we do not yet know. But that uncertainty is what makes the story extraordinary. Before Sputnik transmitted its first signal, before humans entered orbit, and before the space age officially began, something left brief points of light on the oldest maps of the sky. The answer may still be waiting inside the glass.